So, I'm back. I didn't know that I was going to be back so soon, but I feel like Mondays is the day that the most bullshit happens because people, they take breaks, come Friday. They lay low on Saturday and Sunday. But Monday morning, they full throttle with the bull. So, Dove decided that it was a great idea to release this new campaign and bottles line, I guess that's what you want to call it. So they out here making different shaped bottles for different shaped people. So they got like a skinny bottle of Dove. They got like a pear shaped bottle of Dove. They have a fat shaped bottle of Dove. Not any, but I guess the most common body shapes out there, they decided to make a replica of in a bottle and sell them. On this whole idea that every size and shape is beautiful. And I definitely agree. Every size and shape is beautiful. However, nobody asked you to make a fat bottle for me because you think I'm fat. Nobody asked you to make a pear-shaped bottle for me because you think I'm a pear-shaped. Just give me the freaking soap and I'll be okay. I don't care, first of all. And then I'm also confused because I'm like, well, if I get the skinny bottle, is it the same amount of soap that's in the skinny bottle that's in a plump bottle? Like, I'm confused. Because we all know that we all don't weigh the same amount. So are the bottles going to weigh the same? Are you saying we're all different but the same? I mean, clearly, you really didn't think this out when you decided to create bottles in the shapes of people. And then these bottles are really kind of deformed looking, so it's kind of like, who you talking to? Like, who you talking to? No, it's not a scam. It's real. It's real. It's real. I seen the commercial. It's been all down Twitter. It's real. And it's like, really, Dove? Really? I highly doubt that somebody put together this commercial and this campaign as a scam to scam Dove. I highly doubt that. I honestly think that Dove sat down at the table with a bunch of stupid ass people and was like, what can we do next? First of all, if I'm skinny and I'm going in the store, I'm not going to just be like, oh, let me get the skinny bottle because it's skinny. I'm so drawn to the skinny bottle. That's stupid. No, I mean the amount of products in these different bottles, but oh yes, right. So, and that's what I'm saying. How are you trying to tell me that these all are 11-ounce bottles, but they all shaped differently? It's the stupidest thing. Not to mention, first of all, I don't know nobody who ever complained about the size of the bottle. Like, dang, this bottle is not the bottle that I need it to be. It slips out of my hand. It has no grips. It has no form. Damn, it don't have no curves. This skinny ass bottle keep falling out of my hand. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never seen that. But what I have seen is that people just buy Dove regardless. Like, really? So, my next point is, in my mind, I'm thinking, y'all tried to be inclusive, but y'all really wasn't inclusive. Because I didn't see the top-heavy bottle. The bottle that got more on top and less than the bottom. They got big boobs. I didn't see that bottle. I didn't see the husky person. These oddly shaped bottles that y'all made, y'all tried to be inclusive, but y'all really wasn't salting the body shapes that women have. And honestly, if I think that I'm overweight and out of shape, why would I buy a bottle that reflects that? Wouldn't I buy the bottle that I'm trying to probably achieve? Like, you kind of body shaming me. So then, like, I seen somebody tweet out, like, so, yo, bae asked you to go get her a bottle of soap, and you just standing there like, damn. Shit, you bring her back this wrong ass size bottle, then y'all got problems in y'all fucking relationship and shit. Y'all got problems in y'all motherfucking relationship. And then, like, what about the girls with the thick booties? With no tops? That are not really pear-shaped because they got the what about the people who got huge butt implants and skinny legs? I didn't see that bottle. I did not see that bottle. Like, y'all really tried it, and it's sad that this is what y'all think about when y'all go sit down at tables and y'all do marketing and y'all do campaigning like y'all didn't go to school. Like, really, this is what they teach you in marketing classes? Market to body shape, and you're not even a clothing line? I would expect this from a clothing line, but not a body care line. Then, how about you make ads that reflect your customers? Because honestly, not to be funny, like, I don't know no white people who buy Dove. Everybody I know who buy Dove is black. And they're not the foreign black people. They're the regular around the way, like Cardi B said, the smegular, regular girls. Those are the people who buy your product. Those are the people who should be in your ads. Not whatever y'all putting in here. So that's my first rant. Yeah, Dove, you tried it. So then it brings me to the next thing. There's a story circulating on social media about this girl. She took African-American guys to prom. I don't know what ethnicity she was, but I'm going to just assume that she was white because her daddy was just going so hard that you couldn't have been in another minority group. And if you are, I feel so very sad for you. But her daddy was going so hard about the whole fact that she took African-American male to prom, that he told her that he was going to disown her, stop paying her bills, and that she was like dead to him, like not a part of the family anymore. So I'm thinking, why does it matter to you who she goes to prom with? Like, so he went on to say that the person that she went to prom with was subhuman. And then that's like provoked me to like Google the word subhuman. And I'm just thinking, I don't really think this is a real word in my mind, but evidently it is. But sub means like beneath, or that there is like some type of layering. Like when I think of sub, I think of like levels of like layers of the skin. Think about the rock, the layers that are like in the ground, what the earth is made up of, and there's different layers and layers of the earth. And I just think about sub, and I think about something being on top of that. But when you say human, it's only really one species of human, and that's human. So how can there be a subhuman? I don't understand that word. That word makes no sense to me. It's not levels of human. Now, you may rank people based on ethnicity, which is stupid as fuck and dumb. However, you can't rank humans upon humans. Like, that's stupid. If you're a human, you're a human. If you're a bug, you're a bug. If you a deer, you're a deer. But you can't rank humans. Like, what? I can even say if you were like saying, oh, men and women are not equal, but they're both human. I could get that. But you called him subhuman as if he's lesser than a human than you are, and that basically makes no sense. First of all, let me just tell you something. That black don't crack. That's first of all. So clearly we are the chosen ones, clearly. But outside of that, who are you to tell her that she can't talk to you no more, that you're not going to pay her bills, that you're not going to support her? You sound real stupid. You know who will support her? That black man. That black man. That's what he gonna do. Because that's what we do. So now you actually look stupid. So actually now you look like the subhuman. Like, and then how, and clearly your daughter clearly couldn't have cared. Like, usually, like, if a father is outraged, the daughter will see it coming. She was just like, okay, Dad. Okay. For sure. Like, I got you. For sure, Daddy. Still don't know what I did wrong, but okay, you look crazy. Alrighty, you put me out. So, and then, like, you don't make sense to me, Dad. Like, you put her out, you disowned her, and then you think, you don't want her to be with a black man, but you put her out and you disowned her. Who do you think she's going to go to? The person that didn't turn their back on her when she was out there in the streets. Like, it's crazy. Like, don't use that word subhuman. If anybody ever talks to me and says subhuman, I'm going to just stop talking to them because I think that word is stupid. I don't think it's a real word. And I think it's something that somebody made up who has this much of a brain because it just doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of words. You can say it makes sense to you, viewers, but it don't make sense to me. You can comment and say it makes sense to you. I know what it's supposed to mean, but it just don't make sense to me. It just doesn't. So that's all I got for this rant. If you have anything you want me to talk about, I will go on a rant for you. And you can email me at somethingtobragabout@gmail.com, or you can email 313liveshow@gmail.com, or you can just, write your comments on here as you guys do, and I definitely appreciate that. What else? I am also going to be coming back to do a video about this whole thing that's going on with Sally Yance and Flynn and all of that bullshit. I don't like Trump. That's how I feel about it. But I have to really read up and do some more digging on the whole scenario in terms of like what they're talking about, because it's kind of vague. I know that Twitter was going off about it, but I don't want to come and rant about stuff that I don't know about and I didn't read about. So I have to like do some more research on that, do some more digging on that tomorrow. These are all things that we're going to be talking about. Oh, this is what I also have to rant about. Let me just get this in while I'm in there. Flint, because I'm from Detroit, Flint, Michigan has been without clean water for more than 4 years. That's very disheartening to me. That's very sad to me. The whole epidemic about Flint just came to people's recollection in the past year. I'll give it a year. In the past year, people have just become knowledgeable about what's actually really going on in Flint. So, probably like 6 months ago, if that, a city called Fraser, Michigan, had a sinkhole just develop out of nowhere. It started like sucking in the neighborhood. And Fraser is in Macomb County. And Fraser is a well-off community, very, very well-off community. And basically they had to like evacuate the people who were in like the homes that were like right by the sinkhole and all these things like that. Like it was very sad. Like I'm not a heartless person. Like it was a sad thing. I understand. But what this made me mad and just disheartened me, like just broke me down, was the fact that they were funding the fixing of this sinkhole. So the reason the sinkhole sinked in is because the piping was bad and all this stuff like that. So today I turn on the news and I see the headline go across that says Macomb County approves $6 million for Fraser sinkhole. What? Are you serious right now? Are they without running water? Like, let's really dissect this whole situation. We're talking about a city who everything you do is based on bottled water. So you have to brush your teeth with bottled water. You have to wash your hair with bottled water. You have to wash your hands with bottled water. You have to cook with bottled water. You should not even shower in this water. So you may have to bathe yourself in bottled filtered water. Your whole life has changed. I can remember going to Flint sometime last year and being at a restaurant in the city of Flint, and they bringing us bottled water to the table when we asked for water, and I was like, it slaps you in the face, like, dang, is that serious? But you never really know, you never really understand until you're placed in that environment. So for y'all to be approving a $6 million budget for Fraser to fix piping under their ground so that there are no more sinkholes because their piping is completely messed up. But the piping, not the same piping, but piping like 100 miles away is messed up, and people cannot drink their water because of the rust and lead that's in the water. But y'all don't have no money for that. No. You had to make the governor declare that a state of emergency so that FEMA could come in and help that city. But y'all got $6 million to help these people over here? Are you serious? Like, how dare you? Like what? That is very sad that you'll always want to be like, no, it's not about race. No, don't play the race card. And you know what? I try to leave the race card in my back pocket, just so I don't have to pull it out every time. But then you do things like this, and then I have to pull out the race card and the poverty card, because no, I don't think this is just about race. I think it's about poverty lines. I think that because Flint, Michigan is a poor community, in a sense, it's poorer than Fraser, then, oh, it's not a problem. Like, give them bottled water. Then, not to mention, people have stopped really giving the water to Flint. Like, people like did it and was like, oh yeah, let's give the water to Flint. Oh, everybody's doing campaigns, everybody's doing fundraisers and all this stuff like that. But here it is, we're in 2017 in the month of May, and I haven't heard anybody giving anything to Flint lately. My church just did, but that's all I've heard of. I ain't heard no big all water the campaign, all water the Flint campaign. I haven't heard that. I haven't seen that. So for people to be out here talking about, oh, Fraser, let's fix Fraser. Oh, what's going on in Fraser, to be honest, because Flint is suffering. Babies are suffering. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what the comments say. Yes, sinkholes are very crazy, but I think that a whole community being without an essential element of life, which is water, is way more worse than a sinkhole. Way more worse. Because it's not only damaging to my outside, but it's damaging to my mental as well. It's mental as well. They don't want black people in that area. They want to rebuild the place to allow people with money to live there. They are trying to open the lake up for imports like the Gulf. Yep, I'm not surprised. And I'm honestly not surprised that Michigan has not outsourced their water to other regions, because do you know they're on our door about our water? Especially the Detroit River, because Detroit has some of the best water, if not in the country, but definitely in the region. And then not to just mention the Detroit River, but we are surrounded by the Great Lakes, which is a huge water source for our region. I'm not surprised that they're trying to use that pipeline. I'm definitely not surprised. But it's just sad that a whole community is still being slapped in the face constantly, and you have this whole ass county with $6 million and is able to help that other county, because I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, when they budgeted to fix Flint. They said how much it would be and how long it would take. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. I understand that. However, don't turn your back on them. Don't do them wrong. Don't share the wealth. Like, to me, it's almost like if one county is bringing the economy down in my state, then my state is not flourishing. You get what I'm saying? Like, Wayne State struggles. Detroit struggles. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Detroit is on the up and up now, but the counties around, it's like Detroit brings in so much money all the time in general. It should not be drowning the way it is drowning or was drowning in a bankruptcy. With these counties surrounding it flourishing the way they do, that's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. So I just got real upset, and upset to the point where I lowered my voice, and I was just like sad earlier. Like, usually when I'm mad, I'll get mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get angry. You know what I'm saying? But it was so sad that I just like, let me calm down. Let me just chill. Because it made me mad, like, to the point of, like, hurt and pain. I know people who live in Flint. I have family who live in Flint. I don't think they're trying to fix the water in Flint. It's almost like they're going to kill out this community. The old people were affected by it. The young people were affected by it. So I feel like we're going to see a cycle of where the next generation that's coming out of Flint who are affected by this water crisis won't make it. That's how I feel. Like, I can't imagine waking up. Let me see. These are all the things I do. I drink tap water. I love tap water. I'm not bougie like that. I couldn't imagine waking up in the morning, going to get a bottle of water to put on my toothbrush to brush my teeth, then gargling with that bottle of water. Then who knows when they take showers or how they take showers and how they even bathe. Then they said boiling the water makes the water worse. Some people say, oh, you can boil it. Then somebody came forward and was like, no. You boiling the water makes the water worse. It creates all these, it wakes up all these metals, different metals that come from lead and things like that. And so I'm thinking, well, how do you bathe in something that you're not supposed to put on your skin and touch? So then you can't drink water in school from the water fountains. You just can't do anything but shit in the water. That's it. You can't do anything but shit in the water. Like, and the water is really shitting on them. The water. I think that the 313 Live show, we'll probably try to do some type of fundraiser or some type of water drive or something. If we do a water drive, you guys want to donate, we'll probably try to set that up, and you guys can donate, whether it be monetary and we'll go buy the things, or you can ship the things to us. We're going to try to do something for Flint. We're going to try to do that. So let's see what y'all been saying. So Rail is on chatting with us, and yeah, he's saying that we should hold our politicians responsible, and we definitely should. And to think that it's something that came out, right? That's what I always think about when I think about the stories that are hitting the news and just doing what they do. This is something that was discovered and that was covered up and was hidden. Think about if it had never been discovered at all. Think about if we never found this story. How many people would have been infected anyways? Like people are affected because they didn't know, And think about how many people would still be getting affected if we still were in the unknown. Like, it would be like an epidemic going on and you not knowing why. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're like trying to kill off a demographic of people, poor people. Is it not enough for you to just be rich? So, let's see. Yeah, in a way to use the Great Lakes as, ports. Yep, they've been trying to do that. It's like owning land. When you got something they want, but don't want to pay for it, the next best thing is to make it unlivable and get it for cheap. Penny said, how the hell the water bad? We should do something. Yeah, it's really, the water is not bad. And so that's also the misconception. Is that the water is bad. It's really like on some Aaron Brockovich type shit. And then they also want people to pay the water bill. Nigga, I'm not paying no water bill. I can't even drink this water. What do I do with this water besides flush it? It's like flushing your money down the drain. You might as well go to the toilet and put your money down the drain and be like, get your payment that way. Because I'm not paying for no water. I'm not. So, it's really not the water. That's like a big misconception. It's the pipes. And the piping is basically reacting with something that's in the water and creating the whole lead factor. And they said like early on that we had a chemical that could have prevented the forming of lead, but they didn't want to buy the chemical, yet Fraser spending $6 million to fix pipes. But whatever. I'm pretty sure the chemical wasn't $6 million. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't remember the number, but I know I read about it. And it was a quick fix that they could have did, a chemical that they could have used, but they decided not to do it. So now Flint is out here in the situation that they're in by a fault that is not of theirs. So I'm just hurt from it. Things make me angry, and then things make me really, really sad and hurt, and that's one of them. So, because my phone is about to die, and I'm done ranting with you guys, please check me out at Something to Brag About podcast and the 313 Live Show podcast. You can hear more of me tomorrow. Please tune in. I'm pretty sure we'll probably give you a sneak peek on our Facebook or even our YouTube Live. And finish listening to the show we're on iTunes, we're not on SoundCloud. We need to get on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes, we're on Google Play, we're on Stitcher, we're on Podbean, we're on Libsyn, we're on iHeartRadio. Yes. So listen to us everywhere you can. Like us, comment, rate the show. Hopefully we can do some giveaways, like our 100th subscriber on iTunes or our 100th view on iTunes. We'll give a t-shirt and a hat to, things like that. We got some things in the website coming soon. So thank you everybody for listening and tuning in, and see you tomorrow. Bye.